video is going to show you how to degas solvents. A couple of our instruments need degas solvents to work, specifically our HPLC and our LCMS. So if the solvent levels are low on those instruments and we need to make more, this is a step-by-step to show you how to do that. First thing we're going to do is turn on our vacuum pump. All the cabinets with a vacuum pump are labeled, so you just look for the label that says vacuum pump. There's a little green button that you're going to push and our pump will turn on. Once the pump's on, we always want to make sure that our cabinet door is left over. This does two things. One, the pump won't overheat. Two, we remember to shut it off when we're all finished. So I need to make more degassed methanol for our HPLC. So I'll take a 2-liter filtration flask, fill it up to 3/4 of the way full. You don't want it up the neck or the liquid will bubble out, with our methanol, and now we're ready to degas it. The purpose of degassing solvents is to get all of the air out so it doesn't interfere with the column when we go to run our samples. So if you can see, there's a stir bar in the bottom of this flask. You'll put the flask onto a stir plate, and then we have this nifty little gadget. It's a filter ring with a stopper on the inside. This sits on top of our flask. That way nothing gets sucked in and we can create our suction. We'll attach the vacuum. And then we'll go ahead and turn it on. And then what we will do is gently turn on the stir bar, and we'll see it start to bubble. Depending on the solvent, it takes anywhere from 15 to 25 minutes to degas solvents. So when you come in for lab, the first thing you want to do is check your solvent level to see if you need to degas more. So we have no more bubbles in our methanol. It looks pretty well degassed, so now we're going to take it off so we can switch out our flasks for our instrument. We're going to turn off the stir bar, turn off the vacuum, and then we're going to break the seal. So we've waited our 15 to 20 minutes. Our methanol's bubbling a little bit, but that's just stir bar interaction. We don't see any more big bubbles going on. So we can turn off our stirring, we can turn off the vacuum, and in the meantime I went and found a roll of parafilm. So we need to cut 2 pieces. One that's right around 4 squares for the top of our flask, and one that's 2 squares for the side arm of the flask. So what we'll do is we'll break the seal, and put the piece of parafoam around. Just kind of wrap it around loosely. Doesn't have to be super tight, doesn't have to be many times. We just want the sidearm covered so we don't get any gas back into our flask. I would recommend carrying the flask over to the instrument just like this. When you switch out the flask, you'll take the stopper off, put your lines in, and then put your piece of parafilm over top. This is how to degas solvents. Good luck and have fun.